Dubai, a city synonymous with luxury, ambition, and doing the impossible. And nothing screams, we can bend the rules of nature quite like its jaw-dropping man-made islands. Yes, we're talking about those palm-shaped marvels and the world map floating on water. How did they pull it off? Let's dive into the audacious engineering behind Dubai's artificial islands and uncover the secrets of their creation. Before we get into the nitty-gritty of how these islands were built, let's talk about the why. Back in the early 2000s, Dubai was on a mission to establish itself as a global tourism and business hub. But there was one big problem: limited coastline. Enter Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, who dreamed of extending Dubai's coastline by creating massive, iconic islands. These islands wouldn't just attract tourists, they'd redefine Dubai's global image. Fast forward a couple of decades, and we've got the Palm Jumeirah, the Palm Jebel Ali, and the World Islands, each more audacious than the last. But how do you even begin to create a palm tree in the ocean? Spoiler, it's not easy. Building an island isn't as simple as plopping some sand into the ocean. The first step was scouting the ideal location. Engineers had to find spots with shallow waters and minimal wave activity. The Arabian Gulf's calm waters provided the perfect canvas. But even with this natural advantage, the team faced challenges, like ensuring the islands wouldn't sink or erode over time. Once the locations were finalized, it was time to roll up their sleeves and start reshaping the seabed. The cornerstone of Dubai's islands is land reclamation, a process that involves creating new land from the sea. It all started with dredgers, massive machines that scoop up sand from the seafloor. For the Palm Jumeirah alone, an estimated 120 million cubic meters of sand were dredged and transported to the site. That's enough to fill over 48,000 Olympic-sized swimming pools. But here's where it gets tricky. You can't just pile up sand and hope it holds. Engineers used GPS precision to place the sand layer by layer, ensuring the palm's branches and trunk were perfectly shaped. Rocks and boulders were then added to reinforce the foundation. Think of it like building a giant sandcastle, except one that needs to withstand waves, wind, and the test of time. To stabilize the land, engineers compacted the sand using a technique called vibrocompaction. Picture a giant metal rod shaking the ground until it's as solid as a rock. This ensured that the islands wouldn't collapse under the weight of future developments. One of the biggest challenges was protecting the islands from the ocean's natural forces. Enter the crescent-shaped breakwater, a barrier designed to shield the islands from waves and storms. The breakwater was constructed using over 7 million tons of rock, carefully arranged to create a natural wave-dampening effect. Here's a fun fact. The breakwater isn't just a pile of rocks. It's a carefully engineered structure with multiple layers, each serving a specific purpose. The outer layer absorbs the energy of the waves, while the inner layers provide stability and prevent erosion. Despite these precautions, maintaining the islands remains a constant battle. Engineers continuously monitor the breakwaters and add reinforcements as needed. It's a reminder that even the most impressive human feats require ongoing care. Building a palm tree in the ocean sounds cool, but how do you get the shape right? Engineers relied on state-of-the-art GPS and satellite imaging to ensure every curve and branch was perfectly aligned. Specialized dredgers worked with pinpoint accuracy, laying down sand exactly where it was needed. For the Palm Jumeirah, the trunk extends out into the sea, while 16 fronds branch off to create the iconic palm shape. Surrounding it all is the crescent-shaped breakwater, which doubles as a luxury hotel strip. Fun fact, if you stretched out all the sand and rocks used for the Palm Jumeirah, it would circle the Earth 3 times. Talk about going big! Once the foundation was set, it was time to bring the islands to life. And by life, we mean luxury. The Palm Jumeirah alone is home to high-end hotels, villas, shopping malls, and even a monorail. Developers had to ensure that all utilities, like electricity, water, and sewage, were seamlessly integrated into the islands. This involved laying miles of underwater pipelines and cables, a feat as impressive as the islands themselves. But luxury isn't just about infrastructure. Developers also focused on creating lush landscapes, complete with palm trees and greenery. Considering Dubai's desert climate, keeping these islands green is no small feat. Advanced irrigation systems and desalination plants work around the clock to keep the island's foliage thriving. The sheer scale of these operations boggles the mind. For instance, some plants are designed to convert millions of gallons of seawater into fresh water daily, an engineering feat in itself. When you walk through the lush pathways on Palm Jumeirah, it's hard to believe you're essentially on a desert floating in the ocean. If you thought the Palm Islands were ambitious, wait until you hear about the World Islands. This archipelago consists of 300 islands arranged to look like a map of the world. Each island is privately owned and developed, with some serving as luxury resorts and others as personal retreats. Creating the World Islands posed unique challenges. Unlike the Palm Jumeirah, where everything is connected, the World Islands are isolated. This means each island needs its own utilities and transportation links. Engineers had to develop innovative solutions, like floating docks and solar-powered systems, to make the islands self-sufficient. While some islands remain undeveloped, others have been transformed into stunning getaways. The project stands as a testament to Dubai's willingness to dream big and deliver. But these islands weren't just about creating new real estate. They were about crafting an experience. Developers paid meticulous attention to details, from designing beachfront luxury homes with uninterrupted ocean views to planning marinas that could host the most extravagant yachts. These features made the islands more than just land projects. They became symbols of aspiration. For instance, some islands in the World Archipelago even offer exclusive underwater bedrooms, giving guests a literal, under-the-sea experience. It's these kinds of over-the-top details that make Dubai's islands legendary. Of course, such monumental projects don't come without their challenges. The construction of Dubai's iconic man-made islands has undeniably altered the region's delicate marine ecosystem. The disruption of coral reefs and the sediment churned up during dredging have led to significant changes in water quality, posing a threat to local marine life. However, there is a silver lining. In addition to the challenges, the islands have inadvertently created new habitats for marine creatures, providing refuge in an otherwise busy and developed coastline. Dubai's dedication to sustainability has driven the city to implement several restoration efforts, such as artificial reef programs and marine conservation projects, aiming to repair the damage done. Dubai's man-made islands are more than just engineering marvels. They're symbols of human ambition and creativity. From reshaping coastlines to building luxury paradises, these islands showcase what's possible when vision meets determination. Beyond their glitz and glamour, they represent a future where humanity dares to dream big, tackling challenges that once seemed insurmountable. And while they're awe-inspiring today, they're also a glimpse into what's next. What else can be reimagined? So the next time you see a postcard of Dubai's iconic skyline, remember, those palm trees and world maps floating in the sea didn't just happen. They were dreamed, designed, and built by people who refuse to accept the limits of what's possible. And that, my friends, is the magic of Dubai. As we wrap up our journey through the incredible process of how Dubai's man-made islands came to life, it's clear that innovation and ambition have shaped this stunning feat of engineering. From the initial groundbreaking designs to the colossal construction efforts, these islands stand as a testament to what human ingenuity can achieve. Dubai, once a desert oasis, now boasts architectural wonders that redefine the boundaries of possibility. Whether you're mesmerized by the Palm Jumeirah or the World Islands, one thing is certain: Dubai's vision for the future knows no limits. Thank you for exploring this fascinating journey with us. And remember, the world is full of possibilities. Just look at Dubai's islands to prove it.